FedNow is an instant payment service developed by the Federal Reserve for depository institutions in the United States. It allows individuals and businesses to send and receive money through the Federal Reserve. Hello everybody, Paul Hickman here. Grab a cup of coffee and let's discuss whether FedNow is a Trojan horse for a CBDC. The FedNow service launched on July 20, 2023, with 35 early adopting banks and credit unions, as well as the U.S. Department of the Treasury's Bureau of the Fiscal Service. It should be noted that the Office of Fiscal Service helps formulate policy and develop systems for the collection, disbursement, management, and security of public monies in the United States and abroad. Instant payments with FedNow can accomplish many of the improvements for which a central bank digital currency was proposed. However, FedNow is not a CBDC according to the government because it is not considered to be a liability of the government. Even though FedNow is not based upon blockchain technology and is not considered to be a currency by the government, it employs technologies which facilitate and support a future CBDC. For example, both FedNow and a CBDC settle payments through participants' accounts held at the Federal Reserve Bank. FedNow is also a platform to support additional services, including those based upon blockchain technologies. Also, psychologically, FedNow will condition the population to feel more comfortable handling their money through the central bank. So why are we so concerned about the adoption of a CBDC in the US? There are a number of concerns, including the potential loss of privacy and many freedoms that we have traditionally enjoyed. One of the primary concerns with CBDC is the potential loss of individual financial freedom. Currently, when we transact using traditional currencies, it's relatively private. We have a degree of anonymity and control over our financial data. However, with CBDC, every single transaction we make would be recorded and monitored by the central bank. That means our spending habits, financial choices, and even personal data can be tracked and accessed by the authorities. The privacy we take for granted today would be eroded, and that's a real cause for concern. Another critical aspect to consider is the degree of centralized control CBDC would hand over to the government. In a world where digital currencies are underpinned by blockchain technology and decentralization, CBDC stands in stark contrast. The central bank would have unprecedented control over the monetary system, making it easier for them to implement policies like negative interest rates or capital controls. This could have a profound impact on our financial decisions and our economic freedom. Perhaps one of the most worrisome aspects of CBDC is the push towards a completely cashless society. While this might seem like a futuristic utopia to some, it comes with its own set of problems. For one, not everyone in society has access to digital technology or reliable internet connections. Going completely cashless would leave these individuals behind, further worsening existing economic inequalities. Now, we can't talk about CBDC without addressing the potential for government overreach. With all our financial transactions in the hands of the central bank, there's a risk of abuse of power. History has shown us that governments can and have misused their authority for purposes such as surveillance or controlling dissident voices. Adopting CBDC could create a system ripe for exploitation, and that's something we should be vigilant about. In conclusion, while the idea of central bank digital currency might sound appealing on the surface, it's essential to weigh the potential consequences. Loss of individual freedom, centralized control, cyber threats, and the push towards a cashless society are all factors we need to consider. Instead of rushing into adopting CBDC, we should carefully analyze its impact, and safeguard our financial freedom, learning the best way to go. As always, I encourage you to stay informed, discuss these issues, and be part of the conversation shaping our financial future. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.